Honor, I move that the court set a trial date immediately. Well, with the holidays approaching and the imminent adjournment, I think it only fair that we begin proceedings.
Mr. Kelly.
May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
Very well. Have you any objections to Mr. Richardson joining us?
None.
Let's get on with it, then.
The judge has made his decision, Kelly.
I just wanted to ask His Honor if we might be entitled to an explanation.
It's very simple, Counselor. Miss Sutton is not a U.S. citizen. There's no guarantee that she'll stay in the country, much less within the city limits.
Your Honor, I give you my word she'll stay within the city limits.
Mr. Kelly, if I were to take the word of defense attorneys, it would be very soon I would not only lose my self-respect, I'd be out of a job.
This crime does not warrant a no-bail situation.
Mr. Kelly, the judge has the power to make whatever decision he wants.
That doesn't mean it's fair, does it?
Are you questioning his impartiality?
No, I'm not. Your Honor, I'm just wondering if there might be more to it besides the fact that she's not a citizen.
No. All right, let's look at her track record. She comes from a long family history of swindling. They're known con artists. I mean, she's participated in the theft of $2 million.
Which she was instrumental in the return of.
Which has yet to be proven.
Gentlemen, if I might continue.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Please,
Your Honor.
Please go right
This
ahead.
family, the Durbins, are still at large. Now, they're aware of the danger of Miss Sutton's testimony. Now, I fear that she might try to get in touch with them. Or worse yet, that they may come after her.
Considering the danger they'd be placing themselves into by showing up in Port Charles, I think we could consider Miss Sutton to be safe.
That still doesn't guarantee that she will stay. Miss Sutton is the court's responsibility now, and I will feel much better if she's behind bars.
Even though she willingly assisted in returning all the money.
I've tried to explain.
Well, Your Honor, that very act, that act of cooperation on her part, should prove where her loyalty lies. Now, she came back to Port Charles not only to return the money, but to face her accusers. If that act alone doesn't warrant our trust in her, I'd like to know what does.
It's very well put, Mr. Kelly. You may even have a point.
Your Honor, the woman is a known con artist. I mean, this gesture that my colleague refers to so glibly, I mean, this may be nothing more than just another diversion, just another deception.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. All right, Counselor. I will reconsider my decision. We will reconvene here at the end of the court day.
Your Honor!
Thank you, Your Honor.
This court is now adjourned.
All rise.
Joe, this isn't fair.
You're gonna reconsider.
Reconsider? What's to reconsider? He can't say no bail like that. She didn't kill anybody. This is an innocent woman.
Okay, listen, let's get out of here, all right?
All rise.
Please be seated. I'm sorry for the delay. I could have rescheduled this for tomorrow, but I assumed that you all wanted to get this out of the way. Before I begin, are there any remarks?
If I could say a few words, Your Honor.
Mr. Kelly?
Thank you. Sir, when my client, Miss Sutton, came back to Port Charles, she did it fully cognizant of what she would be facing. She knew she was facing jail and maybe worse. Yet she didn't hesitate. She came right back. I think that act of faith alone should guarantee her the limited freedom that bail affords. I mean, not taking into consideration whether she's a citizen or not. It should be her right as a human being. I think what I'm trying to say, Your Honor, is that if you deny her bail, you may be in danger of setting a precedent, not just in her case, but in the case of everyone that comes under the system of jurisprudence in the state of New York. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Mr. Richardson, if you'll limit your remarks, perhaps we can all get home in time for dinner.
Well, this won't take long, Your Honor. At this time, I would like to introduce to the court a signed deposition from Dr. Stephen Hardy, Chief of Staff at General Hospital, stating that, in his opinion, Miss Sutton's reaction to the victim's body indicated that she knew of the death ahead of time, proving that she could and probably was involved in the premeditation of this heinous crime.
Your Honor, I object. The district attorney's obviously trying to sway you, and he has no right to introduce evidence at this time.
Yes, you're quite right, Mr. Kelly. However, we all decided that this would be an informal hearing, therefore I will accept the deposition.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Richardson? Are there any other statements? I shall proceed. Miss Sutton, there are many factors which I must take into consideration when setting a bail. Whether you're trustworthy, whether you present a danger to society, whether freedom on bail is necessary for you to prepare your defense. I must admit that up until now, you've been very cooperative with the court. However, given your family situation and the alleged past reputation of yours, it is difficult for the court to be lenient in its terms. Therefore, I'm going to set bail at $350,000.
Your Honor, this is outrageous.
Does your client have sufficient funds to bail?
Not at this time, but we will raise it, Your Honor.
Very well. Until bail is met, the court remands Miss Sutton to custody. This court is adjourned.
All rise.
Okay, we got at least a figure that we can keep our eye on, all right?
350. That's not a figure you can keep your eye on, Joe. That's a figure you lay down under.
We just have to get it up, that's all.
I'm gonna let her.
Luke will be at Kelly's.